the show has baseball coming your way from Tropicana Field here in St. Petersburg. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Oakland A's and the Tampa Bay Rays. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Ryan Yarbrough, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
And now in the box, Tyler Ramirez. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Margot's under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
You know, this lineup is really needing a lot more out of Elvis Andrus these days. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, D-Row. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
1 strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. He bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Wow, ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting 3rd, the right fielder, Brandon Jordan.
Ready now is Brandon Jordan. Swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
Sliced hard on the ground. Right to him. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. Cole Irvin, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, he wasn't all that bad in his last one, pitching into the 6th inning to pick up the win. We'll see if he can go a little bit deeper in this one.
And now, Joey Wendell. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win Game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win Game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
The 2-1 home. It's a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1. short. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
And that will bring in Yandy Diaz, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. From the belt, the pitch. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball 1-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Now a curveball misses inside. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here's a look over to first, and he's back in standing. Payoff pitch one more time. Grounded back up the middle. There is Andrus. One there. On to first, and they get the double play.
Batting third.
Now a moment here in St. Pete for a glance at the Rays starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. He's hit over 400 in his last 10 games, and his team, they are really relying on him. He knows he's hot. His teammates know that he's hot, and you can bet the opposing pitcher, he knows he's hot too.
So stepping in is Austin Meadows. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Oh, he straightens him up with a fastball that time. It's ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Here it comes on 1-1.
Ball.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. We'll head to the second inning here in St. Pete with no score. So to get his day started at the plate, Vimael Mashi comes in hitting just a hair below 300 this season.
Mashi.
First pitch on its way. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
2 ball, no strike.
3-0 now.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Swing and a little tapper. The 3-1 pitch. Sliced hard on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Comes set, and the 0-1. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Now a throw over, and he'll be back in standing up. Mushing gets his lead at first, nobody out. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Throw over to the bag, back in standing. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
No.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. And that'll bring up Matt Olson. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Now a throw over to first. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And yet another throw over, being especially careful here. From the stretch, Matt Olson comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing it that way.
He's running. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, they flew over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
The 1-1 home. No score here as we play inning number 2. In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, their chances of pushing across the run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a out from goal with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need to hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
So now it's Mark Canha. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's got that batting average even at a point where even a 1 for 5 will gain him some points. 1 home run and 4 RBIs. Comes set, the 0-1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. No score at this point, but a two-out hit could get a runner in from third. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. One left for Oakland. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now to bat, Brandon Lau. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
The second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there. The 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
Here comes the 1-2. Is taken for ball 2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working
Batting
for him
fifth,
these days. Looking
the
back at his
designated
last
hitter,
start, he racked
Randy.
up 9 Ks. And now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Here's Randy Arozarena. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 3 homers and 15 RBIs. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
The 1-1 home.
Ball, no.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
3-1.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH.
That's not really where you want to miss right there. I know this guy has got power stuff, but you can't live in the middle of the plate against this lineup and expect to have success.
And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Batting 6th, the shortstop, Willie.
Now to the plate,
Adames.
Willie Adames. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He waits, now the pitch. Arozarena leads off first with 1 away. Now a throw over and the runner back. Has a look, now the pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Belted high in the air out to left. Looking up is the left fielder. Adios, pelota. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year as the Rays move in front now 2-0.
One of the best qualities of this pitcher is keeping the ball in the ballpark. He's not an easy guy to get the ball up in the air again, so he's going to have to regroup a little bit here. He's not used to giving up home runs.
Standing in now, Francisco Mejia. He's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 3 homers and 11 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. And he got him.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that was a good indication to me
center fielder,
that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. And it's fouled away. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Wind up and the 0-1.
Ball 1. Playing 11.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Lofted in the air out to right field. Jordan able to track it down for the 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We've played 2, and it's 2-0 Tampa Bay. That'll bring up Stephen Piscotty. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
Here it comes.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
1-2.
Lifted down the line in left. Swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
In at the plate is Sean Murphy. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike one. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
1 out, nobody on. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. So next to bat will be Tyler Ramirez. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. First offering on its way. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through at 1 strike.
You got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
2 out, nobody on. And it's quickly 0-2.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings. 6 in a row, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They trail things here 2-0. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in to start the inning.
Kevin Kiermaier.
First pitch on the way. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Here comes the 0-1.
Outside.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Andrus fields it cleanly. Close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Joey Wendell.
Into the box, Joey Wendell. Second at-bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Hey, second time around, let's see if this guy goes up and looks for the fastball. He got a fastball on his first at-bat and didn't miss it.
Fouled off. The 0-1.
Ball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and 1 to the Rays leadoff batter.
2-1.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Jordan is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
Stepping in next, Yandy Diaz. Now the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And he lets him off the hook on 0-2 as this is lined into left field for a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have
Now
a 1-2-3
right
inning,
fielder.
but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Well, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
At the plate, Austin Meadows. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Comes set with the 0-1.
Ball.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 1 left for Tampa, but they hold a 2-0 lead. So Elvis Andrus the next to bat.
Leading
He'll
off
try
for
to
Oakland,
get it going here to begin the
shortstop,
4th.
Elvis Andrus.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Swing and a liner. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
You take a look at the numbers
Now
up to this point, you
the right
see he's
fielder,
only given up 2 hits so
Brandon
far today, so he's been
Jordan.
hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
In now, Brandon Jordan. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Change up low, 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Outside,
outside.
3-0 now.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
A strike, and it's 3-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Andrus on at first, nobody out. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first
Now
walk
back,
he's given up,
second
along
baseman,
with a couple of hits, so
Vimael
his command has been pretty solid so
Mashi.
far.
Next up for the A's, Vimael Mashi. Base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
And he struck him out. So with a couple of men on and 1 out in the pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Striding in is Matt Chapman. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Meadows is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
So now to the plate, Matt Olson struck out in his first at-bat. From the belt, the pitch.
No. That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Andrus leading from second, the pitch. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. This one's by him to the backstop. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Nip the corner, 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. A's strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, race manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And stepping in, Brandon Lau looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 2-1. Taken, strike 2. This will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's
now
one away.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there, a big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Into the box now, Randy Arozarena. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, 3 homers and 15 RBIs. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. hit in the air down the right field line. Jordan will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Willie.
Bases are empty here with 2 away. And up next will be Willie Adames.
Yeah, Matt, this guy's been as advertised. We heard that if this guy could get his foot down, he could get wood on a bullet. That last pitch and that last AB, that was triple digits, Matty B, and he still turned it around.
0-1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
When a guy homers off you
The
early in
catcher,
the game,
number
the
28,
last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
2 down with a runner at first, and that'll bring in the catcher, Francisco Mejia. From the belt, kicks and deals. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty play.
And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Rays strand just the 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off with the Athletic.
Now at the plate is Mark Canha. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Up next for Oakland,
outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit.
Stephen Piscotty.
And now the first pitch.
Ball.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And He'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Sean Murphy.
2 down, no one on base, and that'll bring up Sean Murphy. First pitch of the AB now. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
3-0 now. Tyler Ramirez would be next. .30 pitch is looked at for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive, base hit.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
To the plate now, Tyler Ramirez. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Another one. He picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. The A's strand 1. They're down 2-0. Now to the plate, here is Manuel Margot. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Pitch on the way.
Ball.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now here's the pitch.
Ball, no. Plane 11, 1-1.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now. Here comes the 1-2.
No, inside.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Joey Wendell digs in now. as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Now a ball rolls softly to second. Fielded cleanly. Well, on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 5 innings complete. The Rays are out in front, 2-0. So now into the box is Elvis Andrus. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. He struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So now to the plate, Brandon Jordan. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now back, second baseman, Vimael Mashi.
Up next, Vimael Mashi, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Now the first pitch. High chopper over to the right side. Reined in. And will step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're still down. It's 2-0. Plate now is Yandy Diaz.
For the Rays.
Hit in 2 tries so far.
The first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And he can't get out of the way there. So the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Now looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
Standing in now, Austin Meadows. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
The 1-0.
Ball down.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Count, the pitch, outside, 3-0 now.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the walk.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
Digging in next, Brendan Lau, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat. pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. Diaz at second. Meadows at first with no outs. Fouled away. Here's the 0-2.
Ball.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
That's the third time in this game he's gone
Now
down on
batting,
strikes.
the
Not the game
designated
he was
hitter,
hoping to have when he was
Randy
taking batting practice, but at least his
Arozarena.
guys are ahead.
At the plate now, Randy Arozarena, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts, you can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The 3-1. Popped him up. Murphy shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames stands in again, and his home run earlier has accounted for all of their runs so far in this one. Close. Here's the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Rays strand a pair. They're up 2-0. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
First offering on its way.
No, that's a ball. 1-0.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
11.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
High and deep down the left field line. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Margot's under it. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
So the next to bat will be Matt Olson. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. 2 balls and no strikes.
No strikes.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Let's see what they throw Olson on a 3-1 count.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Line to the right side. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Now the Rays manager is going to take that slow walk out toward the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one. Peter Fairbanks comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 29, Peter Fairbanks.
Next to stand in is Mark Canha, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Here's the first pitch.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fly ball out to right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second?
Up next for Oakland, the designated hitter, Stephen.
Next to dig in, Stephen Piscotty, who was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen, as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Olson stands at second with 2 gone. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. High in the air down the right field line. And Meadows makes the catch for route number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen,
One left for
please
Oakland.
join us
They
for the
trail it here
traditional
2-0.
7th inning stretch.
Adam
attention,
Kolarek
please.
will take over
Now
on the mound to
pitching for
start the bottom of the
Athletics.
7th.
Number 21, Adam Kolarek.
Digging in, the switch hitter,
And
Francisco
leading off for the
Mejia,
Reds,
in his career versus
the
this
catcher,
pitcher. Not a big sample
Francisco
size, 0 for 1.
Mejia.
Now the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. And he fouls this one off. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Ball.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
3-2 pitch. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The center fielder, number 13, Manuel Margot.
One out now in the Tampa Bay 7th, and that'll bring up the versatile center fielder, Manuel Margot. Set. Here it comes. Kolarek, a former Dodger. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Got him on his front foot. It's 0-2. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. One out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ramirez is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, this guy has come in and just done his job. Period, the end. Chance to toss a scoreless inning right here with 2 down. They're only down 2. A bloop and a blast, and this game's tied.
And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 2 out, nobody on. This one's blooped out toward right center field. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Joey Wendell.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
In there, 2-1.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
That's a close pitch right there, but I think he's just nibbling a little bit too much. Out of the pen sometimes, you just have to come in and go right after guys.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Hit in the air out to right. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Tampa, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Now into the box, Sean Murphy singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Here's the first pitch. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
The 0-1 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. High fly ball out to deep right field. Meadows moving back. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Diego Castillo is on the pitcher in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 63, Diego Castillo.
In now, Tyler Ramirez. Fouled off. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A ball and a strike.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
1-1. This one's also hit well. Deep down the right field line. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Down the third baseline. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
The batter.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled it, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
At the plate, Elvis Andrus tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ramirez aboard here at first with nobody out. And here's a ball hit in the air, and that's going to land foul. The next 0-2. Fly ball right down the line and left. Kiermaier's got a read on it. One down.
Now batting, right fielder, Brandon Jordan.
So here is Brandon Jordan. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. From the stretch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Vimael Machín is on deck. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Throw goes over to third, and he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
Now batting, the second baseman, Vimael.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Vimael Machín. Potential tying run for him at third base. Now the first pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back in standing. Swung on and missed, 1-1.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Misses, ball 2. Throw over to the bag. Runner's back. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. It looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Next to hit, Matt Chapman. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. For his career in this matchup, he's gone 2 for 5. He's taken him deep once. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
No.
Slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. And the 2-1. Chased a bad ball up out of the zone, 2-2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And it's fouled away. Is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Chaz Rome answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam but needs just 1 out to get out of it. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. So he'll take a look at ball 1. He doubled his last time through. The set and the 1-0.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Got it. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. Big time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Sergio Romo is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of the inning now. Here comes the first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
The first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
He's set and the pitch.
That's a strike.
Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters
Now
here
batting,
today.
right
Both
fielder,
guys recently
Austin
departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Now it'll be Austin Meadows. It was a walk in his last trip. Pitch on the way.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Now here's the pitch. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that
the
one.
second baseman.
So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Stepping in now, Brandon Lau. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball. 2-1.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mm. 3-2. Randy Arozarena would be next. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Solo shot to right center. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's given the Rays a 3-1 lead.
Everyone in the home dugout just seemed to breathe a little easier. They're up 2 and only need 3 outs in their bullpen to wrap up the W. It's always nice to work with a little extra wiggle room.
The batter, the designated hitter, Randy.
Into the box now. Randy Arozarena fouled away. No hits to this point. Oh, 1 count and the pitch. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. 4th home run here in the early going. And Tampa Bay has taken a 4-1 lead.
crowd has really come to life here in the bottom of the 8th. They know as well as anybody that a 3-run lead this late in the game is
Your attention, please.
especially on the road. 3 outs, this one is theirs.
Trevor Rosenthal enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
The batter, number 1, shortstop.
To the plate now, Willie Adames. Swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
1-1.
And that misses. 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good battle. Count remains full. Hit back up the middle. Andrus has it. Well, on to Olsen to take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We've played 8 full, the Rays 4, and the A's 1. Nick Anderson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. All set for the start of the inning, and striding into bat next it will be Mark Canha.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
First pitch of the AB now.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit out towards second. He's right there. Throw on the first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now back, the designated hitter, Steven Piscotty.
Now the A's designated hitter, Steven Piscotty. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Now the 1-1 pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Kiermaier, still ranging back. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. It's a solo shot here for Steven Piscotty. Second home run early in the year, and the A's get a bit closer. It's now a 4-2 ball game.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Up next for Oakland, the catcher,
At the plate now, Sean Murphy. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
One out, nobody on. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
He's going to have to figure out a way to get out of the middle of the plate. Just gave up a big bomb right there, and now he's missing right down the heart of the plate again. Could spell trouble for him.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. 2-2 one more time.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box, Tyler Ramirez. And a ball 1-0. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. The 1-0.
Ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2-0 count. Here it comes. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 this series.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And this crowd wasn't all that big, but they've stuck around to the final out. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 2 out, nobody on. Last strike now for Oakland. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Adames braves it in. Throw on to first will be in time. And the Rays have taken the finale here. They win the series 3-1 as the ball game is over. 4-2 the final score today. The Rays took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Ryan Yarbrough earns his first win of the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Cole Irvin pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Nick Anderson wraps it up for the save, his 8th of the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.